start off with the. Did you see baby dogs in the news again? Oh hell yeah! Before we get to the Epstein stuff, let's just play. I want to start by telling you that yeah, I got it. The Macy's. Thank you. I want you guys to hold on to your butts because what you're about to see is unparalleled charisma, a sexual dynamo, a deity in the like, a deity in the making, a panther. Chuck Schumer talks about the State of the Union and the floor of the Senate. Let's take a look.
Last night was not America's State of the Union. It was Donald Trump's state of delusion. For 2 long hours, the president stood in the House chamber congratulating himself, inflating his own ego, but offering no solutions to our country's many problems. He's in a bubble. He doesn't even have a clue about what the average American family is going through. Donald Trump patted himself on the back so many times, I thought he'd fall down. While Donald Trump kept claiming that America is back and that we're, quote, winning so much we don't know what to do about it, that's only half true. We are not winning so much, but he sure has no idea what to do about the problems in America, and he admitted it right there himself.
Can he say that? Can he say that? Bro, dial it back, Chucky. Dial it back, Chuck. Oh my God, bro. He's roasting him. He's roasting his ass, bro. That's crazy.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Is this legal? Flag on the play. Flag on the play, bro. This is the strongest of the strongly worded letters, you know?
People back home were asking something different than what the speech addressed. They're asking, what about my electricity bill? How am I going to pay for my groceries? How am I going to afford a doctor? Donald Trump ignored all these things during his speech last night. Frankly, I've never heard a State of the Union speech, and I've heard quite a few, where the president's rhetoric and the country's reality were so far apart.
Yo, dude. God, he's so fucking goated. This guy's gonna save the nation, dude. Damn, he really daggered the old man. He was like, Mr. President, cut it out. There's a dang Cheeto in the White House. This condemnation is reaching China, harshly condemning Israel levels. No. This doesn't even reach that standard. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. This doesn't even hit the trade maxing standards of China. It's awesome, dude.
Instead, Donald Trump spent most of his speech focused on the accomplishments not of his administration, but on the accomplishments of other Americans whose accomplishments he has nothing to do with. We're all proud of the men and women hockey teams that just won golds in the Olympics. We're all proud and grateful of our veterans. They deserve honor. But Donald Trump didn't have anything to do with these accomplishments. He had so little to say about what he accomplished that he had to just go on and on about accomplishments of others. And folks back home want to hear about what the president is doing to help with their problems. They don't want to hear a fantasy that everything is going great. But it got worse. Trump didn't simply ignore the affordability crisis, he mocked it yet again. The average American sitting at their table trying to figure out how they're going to pay that damn bill was furious that he said it doesn't matter. It's truly stunning to watch a bill.
This is the stupidest attack angle. You're literally making him sound like he's selfless. I gave up already. I mean, this is so fucking stupid. God, I hate Chuck Schumer so much. Schmuck Schumer. Oh my God, brother. Oh my fucking God, he is unbearable. Okay. I can't keep watching this. I can't keep watching this because I'm too turned on. Here's a video of Schumer saying we're being too soft. Oh, this is from before. This is when the last 12-day war, before the 12-day war happened with Iran and Israel. This was Chuck Schumer's attitude to Donald Trump. It was like, Taco Trump.
Comes to negotiating with the terrorist government of Iran, Trump's all over the lot. One day he sounds tough, the next day he's backing off. And now, all of a sudden, we find out that Witkoff and Rubio are
Why are you so against people taking baby steps? How can he ever come to your position if you make fun of every baby step he takes? Are you talking about Chuck Schumer? That's how everyone stars know. You think Chuck Schumer at the age of like 87 is actually going through a radical transformation where he's going to become a Marxist-Leninist? Are you fucking stupid? He has room to grow? What are you talking about? Chuck, Israel is my only ambition, Schumer? Really? Yeah, Chuck Schumer's Chuck Schumer's actually a tender queer, okay? He's going through his journey right now. And that's why he has a lot of room to grow. He's learning about all the different ways. He's experimenting with his body. He's becoming a non-binary Marxist-Leninist. He's on his socialist arc. Mind you, the man is 75 years old and this chatter wants you to baby him. Wait, what? Is he 75? I thought he was like 80. It's satirical trolling of your usual charitability, bro. I don't think that person is being serious. I think that person is like obviously making a meme, right? Like there's no one. I don't think there's a single person in the United States of America that looks at Chuck Schumer who has like very hardened positions after being in Congress for like 80 fucking years, who genuinely thinks that Chuck Schumer is on a journey to become more radical or something. No liberals say that shit. No liberal says that because liberals don't even like Chuck Schumer. Liberals want Chuck Schumer to get the fuck out of the way. Chuck Schumer's approval rating in the Democratic Party is one of the lowest in the country. He hasn't heard the right arguments. We can make it. Okay, maybe he is being sincere. I think this chatter is a stroke victim. That's what's going on. If he's being sincere. Yeah. He's on a journey to bed. Yeah, he's gonna become a leftist, dude. He's gonna become true left. Chuck Schumer for DSA, please.
are negotiating a secret side deal with Iran. What kind of bull is this? They're going to sound tough in public and then have a side deal that lets Iran get away with everything? That's outrageous. We need to make that side deal public. Any side deal should be before Congress and, most importantly, the American people. If Taco Trump is already folding, the American public should know about it.
He's literally mad. At that point, he was mad that Trump might do a side deal with Iran that actually avoids disaster. This was last time. Okay. Some find it hyperbolic when those of us on the left talk about there being a uniparty or suggest that there's significant convergence between the Dems and the GOP. They might not literally be the same, but there are areas of violent agreement, and these are often the most dangerous. Case in point, says Luke Savage, here you have the leader of the nominally liberal, reform-minded opposition attacking Trump and Rubio from the right for not being aggressive and hawkish enough. The dominant tendency in both parties when it comes to foreign policy heaves pretty close to Bush-era neoconservatism, albeit with some periodic aesthetic and rhetorical differences. And when it comes to the Democrats, stuff like Schumer's posturing around Trump and Iran also tells you they don't really believe in any of the democracy on the brink rhetoric they've campaigned and fundraised on since 2016. Because if you really thought Trump was an aspiring fascist dictator and a menace to American democracy itself, you wouldn't also be encouraging him to start wars, let alone applauding his State of the Union. Now, of course, this, I think Luke Savage, who writes for The Atlantic, The Washington Post, doesn't realize that this is not a new video. This is an old video. This is from before the 12-day war, where Chuck Schumer was, flanking the Republicans from the right, as Democrats are known to do when it comes to military posture against Iran, right? But it doesn't matter, because it actually is complementary to his current perspective, which is, as long as Trump informs the public about why he must militarily and ruthlessly dominate Iran, then I'm fine with it. Because that's what Chucky Boy's take is. Okay? Because Donald Trump is the Trump administration is on the brink of spending possibly trillions, if not definitely billions of dollars, striking a massive and incredibly diverse foreign adversary that is 90 million strong. And they want to do this at the behest of Israel and nothing else. Now, people will say America has a grand ambition in the MENA region, and Iran is obviously thwarting that objective, and that much is true. But there is a different way of dealing with Iran, as I will be talking to Ben Rhodes about extensively. Ben Rhodes was a national security advisor for Barack Obama and actually played a formative role in the JCPOA. They used to call him Hamas Rhodes, Ben Hamas Rhodes, and the outsiders would call him Ben Hamas Rhodes because of his anti-Israel positions in the Obama administration. He's been in the crosshairs of the Zionist lobby for a very long time. We'll be having this conversation, and also Jake Tapper, another villain in the story, is quite critical of the Obama administration at the time as well. This is from December 28th, 2016. So, because of his opposition to Israel's genocide, right? Yes. Ben Rhodes is a very interesting figure in the Obama administration, and he played a role in two of the two of Obama's signature foreign policy accomplishments that I ride for pretty aggressively, pretty openly, right? Kaya hunting a fly? No, there's people working in the house, and that's why Kaya is out and about. Isn't he also co-host of Pod Save the World, or am I missing? Yes, he is. So anyway, we'll be talking to Ben Rhodes about this as well, like a different vision for how to deal with Iran, as opposed to the way that like the Trump administration has obviously put Israel in the driver's seat of our Middle Eastern policy. But my point is, we have discuss this all. We are at the precipice. We are at the precipice of a very dangerous war with Iran that will destabilize the region, that will potentially displace tens of millions of people, and it will cost American lives. It will cost tens of billions of dollars, if not, depending on the length of the campaign, trillions of dollars, as the global war on terror did, and most likely lead to the collapse of the American empire. If you want to see like some kind of positive in this otherwise very dangerous warmongering, and I think it deserves more scrutiny, and I think we need to have a serious conversation about like the alternative means of dealing with foreign governments that we have designed, foreign governments that we have basically designed as foreign adversaries, the Iranian government being one of those governments, right? And that's the reason why I always go back to how this is being done with Israel's directive. I'm not one of these people that says like, Israel controls America or anything like that, but Israel certainly is in the driver's seat when it comes to our MENA policy, Middle East and North African policy. Israel is in the driver's seat. That much is very clear to me. And it happened in the first Trump administration, and it certainly continued into the Biden administration, and it's happening once again at the directive of Trump. So it's important to identify the differences in opinion when it comes to foreign policy with previous administrations as opposed to the current one. And I will do that. I will do that. Köpeğe işkence çekiyorsun. Evet, çok kötü durumu abi. Çok kötü. Devamlı. Sorma. İnanılmaz kötü durumda. Ulan sen Türkiye'de yaşayan Türksen benim köpeğime işkence çektiğimi nasıl söyleyebilirsin ki? Senden 50 kat daha iyi abi hayatı köpeğin. Yani burada chatte var ya, dönüp ne demen lazım biliyor musun şu anda? Abi nasıl köpeğin olabilirim? Abi Amerika'ya gelip senin köpeğin olabilir miyim lütfen? Lütfen. Yani bu köpek Amerikalılardan da daha iyi bir hayat yaşıyor da senden 50 kat daha iyi bir hayat yaşıyor amına koyayım.